Oppo is dropping the K13 Turbo series in China on July 21st, and it's bringing serious firepower to the table. Whether you're looking at the base K13 Turbo or its bigger sibling, the K13 Turbo Pro, these aren't just mid-range phones. They're gaming weapons, built for performance, endurance, and style. Let's break it all down. First things first, design. Both the Oppo K13 Turbo and Turbo Pro look like they mean business. We're talking active cooling fans, RGB lighting, and a design language that screams gaming. No subtle curves here, these phones are built to stand out. They'll be available in silver, black, and purple. And based on the renders Oppo shared on Weibo, they definitely have that futuristic gamer vibe nailed down. But it's what's inside that really sets these two apart. Let's start with the K13 Turbo. Under the hood, you're getting the MediaTek Dimensity 8450 chipset. This SoC has been making waves for delivering flagship-level gaming performance at a much more accessible price. Backing it up, the phone packs either 12 or 16 gigs of RAM and offers storage options of 256 or 512 gigs. That's more than enough for your entire game library and then some. Now, the K13 Turbo Pro takes things a step further. It swaps out MediaTek for the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, Qualcomm's latest chip aimed at gamers and performance junkies who want that top-tier experience without paying ultra-level prices. You still get the same RAM and storage configurations, which means 12 GB or 16 GB of RAM and up to 512 GB of internal storage. Basically, if you want raw CPU power and prefer the Snapdragon ecosystem, the Turbo Pro might be your go-to. But if you're all about performance per dollar and appreciate what Dimensity has been doing lately, the base Turbo is no slouch either. Battery life is another major highlight. Both devices are rumored to come with massive 7,000 mAh batteries. Let that sink in, 7,000. That's nearly twice what you get in a standard flagship, and it's a game changer for gamers. Whether you're grinding in Genshin Impact or doing marathon sessions of PUBG Mobile, these phones are built to last all day and then some. Of course, we're still waiting on official charging speeds, but if Oppo's past is any indication, expect fast charging to match the battery size. Now, what about cameras? Both the K13 Turbo and Turbo Pro are rumored to carry 50-megapixel main shooters. While photography isn't the main focus here, a solid sensor means you can still grab quality shots between matches. We don't yet have full details on the secondary cameras or video capabilities, but for daily snaps and social media, they'll absolutely get the job done. One of the more surprising features? In-display fingerprint scanners. Yep, Oppo is bringing this premium feature to its gaming line, which suggests AMOLED panels are likely in play. That's great news for gamers who care about display quality, color reproduction, and contrast. While refresh rates haven't been officially confirmed, we'd be shocked if these phones didn't offer at least 120 Hz displays, given the gaming focus. So, what's the real difference between the K13 Turbo and the Turbo Pro? It all comes down to the chipset, Dimensity 8450 versus Snapdragon 8 Gen 4. Both are powerhouses, but Snapdragon fans will appreciate the Pro's added headroom for sustained gaming performance and potential software optimization. Everything else, from RAM to battery to design, appears to be nearly identical across both models. Oppo listing the K13 Turbo Pro on its web store ahead of launch tells us they're confident in this device. It's a statement that mid-range gaming doesn't have to mean mid-tier performance. You're getting flagship-level specs, active cooling, bold design, and what looks like all-day battery life in both phones. The big question now is, will these phones launch outside of China? So far, no word. But if the global demand for gaming phones keeps rising, and with competition from Red Magic, Asus ROG, and Lenovo Legion, it wouldn't be surprising if Oppo eventually brings at least one of these models to international markets under a different name. To wrap it all up, if you want a performance-first phone with bold design, big battery, and modern specs, both the Oppo K13 Turbo and Turbo Pro deserve a spot on your radar. The Turbo is all about value with Dimensity power, while the Turbo Pro brings Snapdragon heat for those who want that extra edge. Either way, July 21st is going to be a big day for mobile gamers. Hit that like button if you're hyped for the K13 series, and let us know. Are you Team Dimensity or Team Snapdragon? Subscribe for more deep dives like this. The Oppo K13 Turbo series is coming in hot, and will be ready with all the hands-on details when it drops.